revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56.
Breeze now on first down. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on second and 13. Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 26. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come down here and hit you little people.
Good run there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yellow waiting.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Packers' 12-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brees going to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Brees now. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waiting for him to clear going across.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a first and goal from the... And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Let's go back.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Breeze to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Rodgers going to throw. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure.
Look at the big man rumble. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
47-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
258. Yo.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? We're waiting. 50, Mike, 50. All day, all day.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
50, Mike 50. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, pick 30. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Get that quarterback.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 22. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
319. Get this ball back to the offense.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 7 yards on the touchdown run, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Brees. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Brees. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 69 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ready. You ready? You're good. You're good. I four. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A little 360. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So two words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Saints on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Sammy.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run with Murray. Latavius Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, kill.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Thomas, the intended target. Third down here.
Ready? Yellow lady. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
To throw is Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch it. Inside.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Cross.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
40. I'm right. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
On first down, Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.